All right, here we are, guys. Here we are, the first day of spring camp practice. Is the first day. This is the second spring camp under the Coach Prime era at Colorado. This is the last spring camp the family as a whole, as far as his sons is concerned. Shador Sanders and Shiloh Sanders. This is their last spring camp with their dad, and I want to say something about this spring camp. It did not disappoint, and it's starting off on a good foot. And there was something after the practice that is a good indication that this is a whole new look team. We all know it's a whole look new team, but just the overall, how can I say this? Just the overall energy is different. And I don't know, it's something about them offensive linemen, man. When they put on the uniform, these guys are huge, man. And it's definitely the energy is definitely different. There's something different about the team. And like I said, again, it was a good indication of that after Bucky's video that indicated that. And I said, okay, we got something going on here. Now we got a football team. And not only that, Jordan Seaton got a lot of praise from his coach, from his football IQ. Like we said before, we discussed that he's going to play as a true freshman. And yeah, so man, he looked massive in his uniform. All of them did. And so we're going to talk about that. First of all, I want to say shout out to the men's and women basketball team for dancing in March Madness. They both got the word that they're in. So I want to take this time to acknowledge them. They both have some really good teams, especially the women. The women has an awesome team. And I honestly think they're going to go far this year again in the tournament. They're going to surprise a lot of people this year. And I don't have my Colorado hat on right now. I'm ordering one because I only do fitted hats, and I got to find one. And I did order a hat. Just to let you know, I ordered this dad hat, but it doesn't fit me quite well. I have a big dome, so this hat didn't fit me like I wanted to. It's a pretty decent hat, but I did order some Buffalo's gear, and actually that gear is on the way. But I'm trying to find a fitted hat, so maybe I have to go to Lids or something. Maybe I go online and see if I could find one. But yeah, definitely. I didn't see any on Amazon, but anyway, but the hats are coming. Somebody emailed me about that. Like, where's your Buffalo gear? Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Different feel for this team, man. But shout out to the basketball team. I wish them the best. And like I said, the men are awesome too, man. And they were waiting, they didn't win the Pac-12 championship, but they were waiting for, they didn't want to be what they call it, a bubble burster, but they're in. And Coach Prime acknowledged them as well. So, yeah, shout out to that team. Now, Phil Loholt, let me go to Phil Loholt here. As you know, he is the incoming offensive line coach. He has a lot of experience. He's not that far removed from the NFL. We're going to get into the practice in a minute. I'm going to give my commentary on it, but his first practice, he said, "I'm very fired up." Loholt told the media, "Being in an analyst role, I got to work with some of the great coaches. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I'm glad that opportunity came." Loholt very nearly became an offensive lineman at Colorado when the Buffalo's head coach, Gary Barnett, recruited him in the early 2000s. It said here, instead, Loholt, who played high school ball at Fountain Fort and Carson in Colorado, headed to Garden City Junior College, where he played 2 seasons. After that, it was 2 years at Oklahoma, where he earned first team All Big 12 honors as a honorable mention All-American status. Then came 6 years as a standout player with the Minnesota Vikings before having his career cut short by an Achilles tendon injury. Yeah, that Achilles tendon, man, that's a crazy injury. I never forget when who was it that went down with that injury? It was the Jets quarterback recently. But with technology now, he's able to bounce back in year 2. So, but yeah, the Achilles is nothing to play with. Now he's back home, a short drive from where his parents and sister live today. and nearby to make an impact with the Buffaloes. For the second year in a row, Colorado made some major changes on the O-line personnel. CU had just one returning starter from last year, right tackle Savion Washington, while returning Hank Zelinkas also saw some significant time last year at center. Also back is Tyler Brown, an FCS All-American at Jackson State, who followed Coach Prime, as we know, to Boulder. He had to sit out last year because of the NCAA rules on transferring, multiple transfers. Top on the list of newcomers, 5-star Jordan Seaton, ranked as the top O-lineman recruit in America. While true freshman got the start up front, Seaton has the ability to become the exception to the rule. It said when it's rare for a true freshman to start up front. I know Orlando Pace started as a true freshman, and a few other people start as well. And I honestly think he is going to get that start as a true freshman. Other newcomers to the offensive line is Tyler Johnson out of Houston. He's amazing. I saw his film, and this guy he's really that guy. Justin Mayers is another one, really good. Yakuri Walker, the center out of UConn. Khalil Benson, transfer from Indiana. Philip Houston, Florida International. Seaton has already enrolled and working out with the Buffs, as we know. He said now this is what Coach Loholt said about Seaton. He said, "I'm really amazed at his football knowledge. Being a freshman coming in," Loholt said, "for a guy straight out of high school, his knowledge is up there. He's a student of the game. He works hard. He comes up and watches film and does everything he's supposed to do." So, yeah. So he's doing everything he's supposed to do, and he's watching the film, and that kid is going to be something special. And I know for sure he's massive. I know that, especially with the uniform on. And Loholt knows the task of building a cohesive unit from almost scratch won't be easy. He'll have to learn on the experience of lean on the experience of the transfers to lend that in the process. So I'm expecting good things out of this offensive line. Like I said, Tyler Johnson, I saw his film breakdown, and he's really good. Also, Justin Mayers, Khalil Benson is not bad himself. Philip Houston, I think this team is going to be really good, man. They got it right on the offensive line. That was the most important thing, the offensive line. They got that right. And that defensive line ain't bad either, man. I saw the breakdown on Chidozie now, that nose tackle. I saw the breakdown on him. This kid is going to wreak havoc on that he's going to wreak havoc on that line. He definitely is, man. So I'm looking for good things from him as well. And LeJontay Wester, I've seen his film. The guy is a route runner, man. He's like another route god, a deep route god. That's what I'm looking for, some deep balls to go to LeJontay Wester. He's a breakaway wide receiver that can, and Shador throw it to him. He just needs the right quarterback. And think about the stats he had last year, and imagine what he'll do this year. I think this is the team, and I think they this is a different feel for this team, man. And at the end of this video is gonna prove to you why. So with that being said, let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else they have here. They saying Deion Sanders, new offensive line coach. Okay, I read that already. Oh man, so how do you guys like the practice, man? It's a new thing, right? Oh, it says Colorado 3 takeaways from spring practice. Let's see what they say here. So Amarion Miller may be in for a breakout season. I hope so. Hopefully he'll be in for a breakout season because we're gonna need him. That's just one part of the weapons that's just one of the weapons Shador has, man. We know what Amarion Miller did in that USC game last year. He showed a lot of promise. So I agree with that. Maybe he is in for a breakout season as a sophomore. Who else? Let's see what else they got here. I'll get back to him in a second. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. All right, so we went over Omarion Miller. What else they saying here? LeJontay Wester describes his game. Relatively small stature didn't prevent Wester from becoming FAU's all-time leading reception. 252 after catching a career high 108 passes. Second in FBS for 1,168 yards and 8 touchdowns in 2023. I expect him to have another season like that. And like I said, Shador has all the right tools to get it to him. So, like, just imagine what he can do this year. LeJontay Wester, man. Just imagine. One thing that he has is he has speed and he can break away from the defender. That's what I saw in his film breakdown. He can break away from the defender. Shador see that. He's going to launch it to him. It's just going to be something to see, man. So shout out to LeJontay Wester. I'm glad he's on the team. Jordan Seaton football IQ has impressed Phil Loholt. We already talked about that. So yeah. So let's get on into this film, man. Let's get to it. Let me just exit out all these windows here. And we're going to get to them, say the roster. Guys, the Genesis. This is the beginning. That's what Coach Prime said. This is the Genesis. Let me say something about Coach Prime. His speeches are everything. When I was following him at Jackson State, I remember the speeches the most. Because I feel like he's talking to me in these speeches, man. Like, what are you going to do? Like, can you afford? There's some things he said, can you afford what you want to do? Can you afford the lifestyle you want? Are you willing to go out there and get it, baby? Are you willing to go? I can't do Coach Prime like Shiloh, but Shiloh, he do a mean Coach Prime. But it's just his speeches, man. I just feel like he's talking to me, man. Like it's just, his speeches it's not just applying to football. It could apply to your life, man. Like, this is the Genesis. What you gonna do? I'm asking you guys, what you gonna do? What is it that you want to do in life, man? Go get it. I'm in transition, man. I said to myself, for the first time in my life, I'm going to get it on Dolo, man. Yeah, I'm going to get it by myself, man. And it's all working out. Like, you take one step, and as long as you're willing to put in the work, the universe is going to help you, man. I'm telling you, I don't even want to get into my speech right now, because it's all about Coach Prime giving his speech. But you take one leap of faith, and as long as you're willing to put in the grind and hard work, things are gonna work out for you, man. You just gotta leap out on faith, man. And that's what I'm doing now. So, but anyway, let's get with Coach Prime. He had me motivated, man, with this speech. Yo, didn't he motivate you?
God said, let that be. Give it to me.
But we did have a cringe moment. We'll get to it in a second. It had to be one of the new guys.
Genesis, the Bible says, in the beginning. Is this the beginning?
Yeah, it's the beginning.
Who you taking with you? Who you taking with you out there today?
I'm taking myself, Coach.
What's your sole purpose? What's the foundation built on? What are you aiming to get?
Foundation is built on hard work, Coach. See, he talking to me. Coach talking to me right now. Foundation is built off hard work, man. Staying up late night, hard work. That's what the foundation is built on. And grinding every day, man.
Yeah. What are you aiming to accomplish? Because God had a strategic plan in the beginning, God. Then he went on to do some wonderful things. But throughout that process of doing some wonderful things, he had to divide some things too. He divided this from this, day from night, land from sea, this from this.
What he about to get into, man, is true, and it applies to everybody's life. If you have a goal, what are you willing to give up? Like for football, are you willing to stay in your playbook for hours at a time? You're going to be giving up the parties. You're going to be giving up this, giving up that, giving up time with your old lady. You know, sometimes you got to separate it, man. Sometimes you gotta separate everything, man. At that level right there, it's hard for me to even have a social life. It's hard to have a social life if you ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put in the grind. Like, the grind will bless you if you putting in that time. Man, I feel like Coach Prime. Damn, I'm rhyming. Let me let Coach talk.
It's gonna be some division. Good to bad. Starters to non-starters. The special teams to offense. The defense to this. The GAs to the coaches. It's always gonna be something divided. What side you gonna be on? Because in the beginning, God, in your beginning, which is today, who you bringing with you? In the beginning, hustle. In the beginning, hard work. In the beginning, dedication. In the beginning, commitment. In the beginning, team. In the beginning, unity. In the beginning, what? What you coming with? I got a question for you.
Okay.
Just through my morning messages this morning, God gave me something really good. I wrote, can you afford what your dream costs?
There it is.
The life you desire.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Can you afford what your dream costs? Can you afford it? Can you afford what your dream costs? I thought about that. Can I afford what my dream costs? Because I got some big dreams, man. And not just to give you a testimony right now, but my dream cost so much I had to give up. I had to get uncomfortable just recently. I really did. I had to get uncomfortable, and I was going to a place where I didn't want to be, man. So I was like, man, I have to get uncomfortable. Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable in life to really get what you want. And it's working out for me. And I'm telling you, man, like, sometimes you got to get uncomfortable. You got to try something new. You don't want to go to a place where you barely want to go there, you know? So he right, man, his speeches be hitting. I'm telling you, his speeches, I be still watching his speeches from Jackson State, man. His speeches hit. Let me let Coach Prime talk.
The things and position you see yourself attaining. What does it cost? Family, some friends, folks, some fun. It's probably going to be the ransom for your dream. You have no credit, period, when it comes to these things. So time is needed on delivery. Do you have time? What's your dream cost? Because some of y'all ain't willing to give up what it costs.
Hey, man, my dream cost me being uncomfortable. It really did. That's what my dream costed, man. I didn't want to keep going to a place I didn't want to go, man. My dream costed me to be uncomfortable. I didn't like the people I was working with, nothing, man. Like, I just woke up one day and said, I ain't doing this no more. And it worked out for me. I'm not saying it'll work out for everybody, but you got to have a plan too. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan. Whatever it is that you want to do, you got to have a plan. And implement that plan, go out on faith, man. And the universe will bless you. But you got to put in the work, though. But yeah, man, his speech hit me because I was living it. His speech hit me, man. That hit me.
Cost to attain your dream. You're still smoking. You're still drinking. You're still lazy. You're still not in your playbooks. You're still staying up all night, not getting the proper sleep, knowing we had to be there at a certain time this morning. What are you willing to give up to realize your dream? Anybody? Because it's going to cost you. My dream cost me some friends, some family members. I can't go out and kick it the way I wanted to go out and kick it because I was so focused on my dream. And I kept eye contact on my dream and my purpose. So want to go out smoking, that ain't me. Because that wasn't going to help me get to my dream. Want to stay up all night whoring, that wasn't going to help me accomplish my dream. Not doing my schoolwork. So I'm not even eligible to participate on the only thing I got that helps me with my dream. What you gonna sacrifice for your dream? Is anybody here still dreaming? Are y'all wide awake?
They come to cringe.
Is anybody still dreaming? Is anybody in here still believing, man, shoot, I can do this. I can get my family out. I can bring us up out of that mess that I grew up in. I can save some folks. I can preserve some things. I can do this. I really can because I don't have another game plan. What other game plan do you have that's going to pay you the way this is potentially this?
I never forget. I can't remember if it was last year's draft where they were interviewing this offensive lineman, and they was like, "What are your other plans?" See, I ain't had no other plans. It was just football. I forget what player that said it. It was multiple players that said over the years, but it was this one player. I can't remember his name right now because I wanted to find his recording, but I just at the time of me recording this, I couldn't find it. He said there wasn't no other plan, just football. There weren't no other plans. So he already knew that he had his goals focused on this one thing, and it happened for him. Obviously, he got other plans now, but he just said it straight up: football. That was it. And he said him and his mother knew since 7th grade, that's what he wanted to do. And since sixth or 7th grade, every year he would just focus on his goal to get to the NFL, and he got there first round too. But yeah, but what was he willing to give up? I'm sure he had to give up a lot of stuff.
Potentially can pay you to get you out of the situation you in. What's the game plan? I got time today.
Yeah, the cringe moment is coming up. This is cringe, man. Whoever had the cell phone, he don't believe in cell phones, man. But that person will learn though.
What's your game plan? Because you ain't giving the coach everything you got. You ain't giving strength and condition everything they need, everything they want. So what's your game plan? How you gonna do this? Last time I asked this question, JB wonderfully said, "Coach, I'm gonna do this if this don't work out." Remember that, JB? Yes, sir. You was the only one saying something. I see a lot of lefts. It ain't too many rights. And I need to know what's your game plan. But you got to be willing to pay the cost of your dream.
Oh, man.
Who's that?
He said, who is that?
Who is it?
Dude, my heart would have dropped in my drawers, man. Who's that, dog? Who got the cell phone, dog? You know how he is with these cell phones. But it had to be somebody new. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. The old guys wouldn't make that mistake because they know how Coach Prime is with the cell phones. But that was a cringe moment. But that person will learn.
To pay the cost for your dream. Who's that? Who is it? Get out. For the whole day. I don't want to see you again to Wednesday. What does it say on the doors? No phones, no what else?
You know, the crazy thing is the cell phone kept going. I mean, the alarm kept going off. I know he was like, I know that whoever it was, I know he had to been frozen. He was frozen in time at that minute because he could not. It probably was in his bag and he couldn't reach down and get it. That's probably what it was. And he was just frozen at that moment. But he won't do it again. He definitely won't.
We can't get that. We can't read.
Whoever it was, he won't do it again.
The standard is the standard. And I'd be darned if I'm going to change the standard. Let's have a great day.
All right, Coach. Let's go on to the shout out to Ben. Ben want to play, man.
I'm happy.
Ben said, I ain't trying to wear this yellow jersey. I think that's Ben. He's like, I ain't trying to wear this yellow jersey, Coach. Come on now.
I'm not wearing. Hey, Ben. You said I'm good.
Yeah, that's Ben. He ain't trying to wear that yellow jersey. He said, I know y'all not giving me this.
I'm happy to be aware.
I'm not wearing. Hey, Ben. You said I'm good.
You hurt. You supposed to be hurt.
Buddy, it's up to you if you wear yellow jersey. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not. No, it's not. If the trainer say you gotta wear, if the head trainer say wear it, you gotta wear it.
They throw you bait to talk to him, man.
Go talk to him. Just go talk to him.
They throw you bait to see. They be like, yellow jersey? You can say no, though.
Yeah, Ben wasn't trying to wear that jersey, man. I feel him. If he feel like he's back, man.
You gonna have it? Go all the way down to the
Well, they got some big boys on the team, man.
He's here.
Let me see what else they got. That's Shador, coach giving his this is what I wanted to see, some of the practice. Let's see what we got.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, there you go. Backside, work backside.
Bear. Blue away.
Find it. That's it, Josh. That's what it rolls with.
Working with the running back. They got a good running back room, I would say, this year. I'm not worried about the running backs. I'm expecting the running backs to have a really, really good year. Shout out to Dylan.
You're comfortable doing that, man.
Dylan looked like he got bigger. I think he did say he put on about 10 pounds.
Don't worry about it.
And also to note that Dylan is running track.
Get around to me. Show me your numbers. Go. Show me your numbers. Show me them numbers. Go.
Probably out there getting it done.
There it is. Go. Get around to me. We're waiting to see what you do.
Alton just got that walk to him, don't he? He got that walk to him like he ready to go. He got a different walk to him this year. Shout out to Alton McCaffrey.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta come back to me.
Putting it all together, man.
Quick. Yeah. There you go. 1, 2, 3, out.
Shout out to Davion Wilkerson. We know he's going to see the field. Oh, Shador on his bike.
Get off the field! Get off the field! Coaches, get off the field! This ain't you, please, football.
Coach off the hook.
Hey, over swordfish.
Coach fired up, right?
That's what they do.
Coach be getting fired up. I love it. Okay, Davion.
Yes, you. Do you know what to do? Do you know your responsibility?
I like how Bucky didn't show who he was talking to. He was chewing somebody out.
What do you got to tell you?
Hey, stop trusting you because it ain't working. Do what you guys are supposed to do. It won't
We got a nice wide receiver room right here. We got a lot of weapons we're looking at.
be any issues. Won't be any issues. All right? Great session, ones. Great session, twos. Threes. We got issues. Eliminate the issues and everything else will be okay. All you got to do, man, is trust your training, man. Trust your training. Got it? So this next session right here, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, we got McClendon. Paying the second out. Look at Todd. I see you, Todd. Is that Todd?
Anybody with a red hat gotta go, bro. Oh, God. You got a red hat, get the fuck out of here.
It ain't that day yet.
He really is backup quarterback.
Travis out there with the quarterbacks, huh? Okay. We might see some plays this year at Travis at you know how they do a flea flicker or one of them crazy plays. We might see Travis. Last year we saw Jimmy do it.
No. Do it. No.
What?
Travis
Do it.
Just talk about Mark Andrews. Bro, I'm never playing you ever again, man, bro.
Fine,
I'm never playing you ever
How would
again.
y'all run away with that bullshit too?
I'm never playing you ever again. I finally won.
After losing 10 consecutive times.
I mean, somebody got beat in Madden recently. That's what happened. But nobody want to see me in Madden. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm an OG. Been playing Madden since I was a kid. Ain't nobody could see me in that. It almost would be unfair. I'm just letting y'all know. You know, so I'm just, you know, let me hold up. Let me see these plays. Let's see what's going on. Who's that?
Don't play with it.
Hold on, let me see who number 10 is. Okay, bye. Let me see. Who is number 10? LeJohntay Wester. Okay, I thought so. That was number 10. I know y'all like this. LeJohntay Wester, Max. Oh, let me go back and see that again. Look at that separation. Look what he do. Yeah, nice.
Don't play with it.
Nice, Travis. Is that Omarion? Yeah. Pull up, Omarion. What you talking about? Let me see again. Hold on. Marion looked like he might, for mess around, have a good year. He got bigger too. Marion got bigger. He definitely gonna have a good year. Let's see it again. Nice. Yeah. This kid is going to
back to your inside. So once you get to your, you gotta accelerate everything. So if you playing inside leverage and I beat you, this is first move before. So you gotta get that shit brought up the field and snap it right now.
That was a tight end. Is that Mateer? Oh, let me see. That's Mateer. Yeah, that's a big kid, man. Let me see. 87. Yep, Mateer. That's a big guy, man. Let me look at this again and look, Shiloh, he doing his best. That's a big kid. Let me see again.
Snap it right now.
Now, that's a tight end. Almost had it. Okay. Let me see. Who is 24? I got to keep looking at the numbers. I had him. I knew him by heart last year, but let me see. Who is 24? Preston Hodge. Preston Hodge, man. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about Preston Hodge. Heard a lot of good things about him. Man, I wish I was at this practice. Yeah. Let me see that one more time. He got a break on it. That was nice.
Tell me what you did in the state championship. Yeah, just feel what you did in the state championship.
That was on a kickoff.
But what you tell him what you did?
Let's look at this moment real quick. This is the last time. This is the last spring camp that he gonna have with his son. That's the last time. And we got LeJohntay Wester looking on.
All right, tell him how many touchdowns I scored. Tell him what you did.
I scored like 10.
What 10? You did. to 12 touchdowns on kickoff.
I remember.
You didn't.
I'll show you my
Nobody
highlights.
had no 10 touchdowns on kickoff return.
Y'all go
What
watch
did you
my
do on the first kickoff of the game? Remember that?
All right. Now, this is what's going to tell me that they really had a good practice. I'll tell you in a second after we listen to this.
DC. Hey, you guys got it. Yeah, DC. You guys got it.
Hey, great job today. Hey, Coach talked about it yesterday. Hey, what separates you, right? I think the real question is, what is going to separate us, right? That's what the spring's about, right? Not an open hand, coming together like a fist, right? Unity, family, working together, right? Great job today, guys.
Hey, a couple of observations. All you guys that were worried about getting reps, especially up front, you're getting reps, right? And so you want to embrace it. Get as much as you can. Suck the life out of every rep you get. Because we're all out here doing two things. Getting better individually, right? As Coach said, there is an I in win, right? So we're all getting better individually. It's about giving up stuff, but it's also about competing. Get better individually, and then come together as a team. There's a lot of great teamwork, right? There's a lot of mistakes that we can clean up, but as we get better as individuals and we come together as a team, those mistakes will start to go away. All right, good first day.
Just remember, suck the life out of the win on three, win on me. 1, 2, 3.
Saucy again.
Saucy again. Come Bucky with that sauciness again. What I saw, like when they were breaking it down, when the coaches were talking, they didn't really have a lot of criticism. They just said good practice. That means that they put on a good practice today. The coaches like what they saw. And that's what I wanted to say. So they got off to a good start. So all they got to do is just keep grinding. But the coaches like what they saw today. They definitely did. I'm pretty sure they like what they saw with LaJohntay West and a few others. But like I said, I wasn't privy to the whole camp. But from what the coaches, the way the coaches were talking, they had a pretty good camp today. And people really, it wasn't nobody like dragging today. People were out there trying to get it. And also there's a lot of competition out there for these positions, you know, so people are really giving it their best. But I really like what I saw here. I really did. I really like what I saw here from the little bit that I saw. They out there grinding, man. Wait till they get those pads on. Wait till they get those pads on, man. But anyway, that is my commentary for the first day of spring. I will be back tomorrow. Guys, do me a favor. Please give me a like if you haven't done so already. Subscribe. Hit the bell notifications and get updated on my latest content as it drops. Yeah, man, do that. And yeah, I should have that Buffalo stuff coming soon. Like I said, this hat did not fit the kid. This dad hat didn't fit, man. It really didn't. It didn't fit, man. Like the brother need a need a fitted hat over here, but it didn't work. But the Buffalo gear is coming. Yeah, man, I'm excited about this spring. Yeah, man, it's definitely them offensive linemen. It's almost like an eclipse was in there. That's how big they are. So yeah, definitely a different feel this year, man. Operation Protect #2. I think yeah, Khalil Benson came up with the hashtag DT2, don't touch 2. That's what Khalil Benson said, hashtag don't touch 2. So that is the primary objective. But everybody's looking good from what I see, man. I like what I see out of McCaskill. Dylan Edwards gained about 10. Even Travis Hunter looked like he got bigger, especially Omarion, though. I didn't see a few players out there. I know there's going to be some speculation, but people could be hurt, stuff like that. You never know what's going on. And also, the camera, Bucky only shows what he shows. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, I like what I see so far, man. What say you? Guys, you know I'll see you on the next one.